Claire. Good to see you.
See you. Thank you so much for joining me on the Mentor Moment this month.
It's my pleasure.
I know that in recent years, you and your family have made some really big changes. And that involved, long story short, a long stint of teaching on the road. And I know we have lots of adventurous teachers out there with wanderlust who want to be able to do this. And I want to pick your brains and get all your advice about how they can manage it.
The situation was we sold our apartment because we were planning to totally move cities about 800 kilometers away from a very different lifestyle of working in a K-12 school, a private school, me as a teacher. And over the previous year, I'd started teaching online. And we needed to sell our house. We thought it would take months. It took 10 days. So we just moved straight into our caravan, which we had parked about 10 kilometers away from our house. So that worked really well. I was there. I was teaching in the afternoons from the caravan. In the mornings, I was still going to school. And then when the kids broke up from school, when my kids broke up from school, we hit the road and we knew exactly where to go. We'd planned it. We'd stayed there the previous summer for a few weeks. A really beautiful camp right on the beach. And I knew that they had good internet there. You know, that's the most important thing.
Is do your due diligence.
Do some exactly, yeah.
And I know you told me you did this for 3 months, which I'm not a camping girl at all. I don't camp. So how on earth did you teach in a caravan with your kids around, and how did you manage?
It was funny. Actually, I've got a tiny little snippet to show you of me actually teaching live. This is my friend. She came in to video me. There's me. There's my son. And you can see I'm just oblivious, teaching away. Chicken. I like chicken. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. What? I like chicken. The kids were pretty good about staying nice and quiet for me, which was good. The lighting in the caravan was astoundingly good. I had these like white zebra blinds at the side. And so I just looked like a film star. It was so brightly lit and beautifully lit. It was incredibly flattering. And I had this board behind me. Yeah. I had this maze before we moved down. Yeah, this my favorite board. It was perfect because I just had it behind me and I was much closer to the board like this with my logo. For my internet, I had to check with my company that it was okay to do this because I couldn't get cabled internet where we were, but we had a really good 4G signal. So I had my phone, which was on one mobile network, but I had this. This is my super box, okay? Oh. It has at the back, it has the power connector, but it also has the Ethernet cable thing. So I could connect it directly to my laptop. But at one point when we were parking the caravan, I'd be there sat doing a speed test with this on my computer and saying to my husband, no, it's no good. You need to go forward. And he'd go forward a few meters, back a bit, forward a bit. That's it. Find the perfect spot. And then it was okay. Stop. Perfect. I've reached my speeds. That's good. So I had this really useful UPS with me, unbreakable power source, but this is really good. And what happens is you plug your computer in at the back here, any other things you want plugged in there, and then plug this into the main power source in the caravan. And then if you have a power cut, it keeps going. Actually, it did work incredibly well for me at the campsite. It kept going for an hour and a half.
That's actually really useful, not just for on the road. I have something, it's similar, but it's not, it doesn't last as long as that. It only gives me about 15 minutes, but it's plugged in via the mains through the computer. So if I'm in Spain, as you know, and we get these little flash power cuts and they're seconds, but they kick out the router. So it stops everything shutting down, and then my phone hotspot is plugged into my phone. So it flips over and I barely miss a beat. It's great advice there for people who want to travel and actually be on the road for a decent period of time. Quite heavy kit to carry around though. So these are not things for sort of backpacking. This is when you are probably on the road that you need them. You and I are both standby teachers, and we also both sometimes sub. Should be said that Bling don't really do many subs anymore unless they run out of standby teachers. I know that you absolutely love it because you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie, and that one of your teaching superpowers is winging it and doing it well. So I would like you to give away all your secrets.
I do love the challenge of it, actually. I do love it. Many of the Bling classes, they follow sort of a formula. You know what's coming. You understand how the lesson is prepared, even if you haven't taught it before. So I find that it's quite easy to do that. I find the most important thing to do is when you go into these classes, maybe it's 8 minutes, the children have been sat there without a teacher, with tech problems, maybe they don't know what's going on. So I just find I'm incredibly smiley and positive and welcoming when I do join the class, because they don't really know what's happening and they really respond to it. They're like, oh, finally a teacher. Yeah. There's someone here. I don't know who she is, but I find being incredibly positive is really useful in those situations, because you really need to break the ice very quickly and get the pace of the lesson going back nicely as well, because they've had to wait an awfully long time. Of course, you have to extend, so the class is still going to be 40 minutes.
Even though you extend, sometimes you might have been thrown in at 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Maybe the original teacher did 5 minutes, had problems. They were trying to give that teacher a chance to fix their problems. And then you have to extend 8, but it may be that you're still cramming all the material actually into less than the 40 minutes.
Also for props and things, it's only in the last 6 months, I guess, that I've been using ManyCam, and ManyCam is so useful. You just, I have loads of props in there from the last 6 months, for the previous 6 months. And I just literally type it in as I'm chatting to them to get that prop up. I do still have 2D props and, of course, realia props as well scattered around me.
No, that's good. Digital props definitely help. I, like you, in fact, you gave me my initial teaching on ManyCam, because I'm not very techie, and I'm the same. I find that I do use them when I'm subbing and doing standby. It's helpful having that on there. On to my last question for you before we play our game, and that is, what is currently your favorite class and how do you make it fabulous? My
current favorite group of classes, I would say, are my junior students, because they come in, their cameras are often off, and they're kind of like typical school. If their camera is on, they're just sat there like that in the dark. My son is 12 years old, going on 13, going on 15, going on 18. He's a nightmare. So I'm really quite used to these grumpy teens and tweens. So it's fine. I love them because they respond quite well to me. In those classes, they do tend to, you ask them a lot of questions, you get them talking. If you ask a question to the group, it's hard to get a reply, but you have to drag them down. If you drag them down, put them literally on the spot. Then they really respond well. They actually enjoy talking. And once someone started talking, the others will start talking. And you actually have a really good discussion in class. It's really nice. And it's amazing because you think, this kid has barely spoken 2 words. And then suddenly, wow, out comes this beautiful sentence. And it's delightful. It's absolutely delightful. I find those classes incredibly rewarding.
The game is, you have 5 seconds to name 3 things. Your first one is, name 3 functions of Roombox that you love and think all teachers should master.
White pen for whiting out, timer and dice.
Yes, just like that.
I think there's a delay, Claire. I'm sure I was faster than that.
Just made it.
Give me 7 seconds. Give me 7.
End of your teeth. This one is harder. You're going to have to think faster. Name 3 things that have gone wrong for you in the classroom.
The internet. No, sorry, I can't do it. Nothing, Claire. Everything goes perfectly all the time.
I thought you were going to say at least the time the board fell on your head.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I forgot that. Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
I can give you one.
I won that round.
Okay.
We are.
You did win it, yeah.
Yeah, we're 1-1 at the moment.
Okay.
Winner takes it all.
Okay.
Name 3 Bling characters that are not human.
Coco. Oh no, not Oscar. The bird. Oh no.
Ella.
Yes. I can't remember the bird's name. It's been a while since I talked to
Ella is the bird.
Okay.
Can you think of any others? I could think of 4 altogether.
Well, with Kids Star, we also have fox and giraffe, so I'm sure that counts. They're definitely
but you were too late. I would have counted. You were too late. 5-second rule game. I win this round. Oh, thank you. I give myself the trophy.
Woo, well done, Claire.
Thank you for all your good advice about traveling and about standbys. It was wonderful to have you on The Mental Moment. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Claire. It was lovely to see you again. Thank you.
Bye, Vic. Bye.
Bye. See you soon. Bye-bye.
I am going to ask you to name 5 things in... Oh, I did this wrong last time as well. Start again.
Okay. If you'd sent me the questions, I could have thought about it.
But that would defeat the object. Not the first time. I've done that so many times. I've done just a moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I have my flying pan. Let's